more.
I said this is the time where it's telling me it's preparing to stream, but we definitely could have already started streaming because
at some point in this, yes.
Yeah.
I definitely hope it caught my upper half of head slowly bent down thing.
Did not, but it caught me saying the part about how we could already have started. So there you go.
Right. Hello.
So yeah, we're here. We're here for our weekly review.
And I am wearing my Death Trooper t-shirt.
Ooh. If you told me, I would have coordinated with my Death Trooper necklace. Okay. And we would have been like all kinds of coordinated.
Next time.
Okay. All right. Fine. Next time. Let's see if it in fact opened up. Yeah, look at that. I see our shortcut of reviews, and I will even show them. So do you have any, this locked, which is much less useful. Do you have any particular themes or intentions to set for your weekly review this week?
I was just thinking that actually. Well, I literally just got my second jab. So I'm anticipating at least 2 or 3 days of being horizontal. I do have Tylenol ready. I have childcare organized, and I have a wonderful spouse, and I have food cooking so that I can just say, heat me up a bowl of that. Know that. So I think my theme is batten down the hatches, because this person is about to become not a person. How about your good self?
And by the way, you've already done a lot to prepare, like the rest of the things around.
Yes.
Getting ready for the vaccinations and stuff. There we go.
Yes. I have no clients for 4 days, and a bunch of things. Definitely.
Yeah. So then, because that stuff's already set, what other batten down the hatches are you actually doing?
Well, one of the specific things is when I review my next actions list, which is not associated with projects, it's usually like, what can I get done in a week? Is that realistic? And in this case, it's this week is not a thing, because a bunch of days of not doing anything and then catching up from some of the things that inevitably fall through the cracks. So that's like, is it kind of almost getting to that to zero? Like the kind of things to zero. Like I looking at one's system in a way of none of this will get done, and scanning for fires that may crop up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And of course the fires that will crop up will be like, Colleen, I need your feedback on my video project.
Well, I'm hoping that once this is done, because my I think it's mostly crockpot stuff that's happening now, I can immediately watch it and get it to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, I haven't actually watched it yet.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
We can watch it together.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
That's a really good idea.
We can do that after this.
Yes.
I want to catch your brain before you're like, my bones ache.
Yes, that is okay. Let's do that. Definitely. Okay.
I love it. I love that I made you commit to it on live stream. I didn't really make you. So yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I am very much in deadline mode. Like, still, I will be for a while. So I've been working really hard on being a real life person while also having a project deadline. I'm very good at project deadlines. For you. Being a real person is some life stuff has been happening that has made forced being a person in a little bit, but I'm still mostly like doing my exercises and stuff and keeping some semblance of stuff happening. As much as my life has changed, like my routines have like kind of been altered drastically, but like trying to cling to the threads of them, as I try to do a million things that include moving at the same time.
like 5 things, which usually encompass a whole life when they're happening, you're trying to do all at once. Fun.
Yeah, which is awesome because
it is. It's great.
Yeah. So really, as much as I love to do like big high order things, I really think that this is my opportunity. This like sort of protected sacred time. Because, you know, my brain's like, ooh, you could use, and I just want to call attention because I feel like with ADHD, this is a thing that we're tempted to do a lot when we set this like sacred weekly review time is like, you could be getting the thing done for the recording you have to do this afternoon. And what I really do need though, because this is a long-term deadline, like, you know, over the course of a month, not the course of a week. What I really do need to do is like, just get grounded. And so I really am going to just try to stick to the time limits and do the normal reviews so that I make sure I'm at least touching a little bit of all of the different pieces to make sure I know what's happening in my world.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that there is a lot of weird stuff happening around me. It is going to be a warm day and our air conditioning is being fixed. So there'll be people behind me periodically, like just passed. And sorry, but it's either that or I'll be boiling upstairs. So this is the shady, windy part of the yard. So this is where I am. Yeah. So yeah, that's it's really, I'm really going to try to follow the basic steps, really do the calendar, really do the project review, like try to touch all the pieces, even though I know I can't finish any one of them probably.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is hard.
That's actually, it's hard, but you know, you were saying to me this week at some point, like the week that we skipped a review, I think that was the week before last. Anyway, you were like, wow, even though I never feel like I could ever be clear, capital C, I noticed it when we skipped a week. So that is proof, if ever anyone needs it, that partial is always a thing.
But it's so hard to give ourselves credit when it's partial.
Yes.
It's so hard.
Yes.
So yeah, I wanted to shout out for like partial credit is hard to give ourselves, but
yes,
it makes a difference. So yeah.
Yes.
Cool. No computer. I'm still using you. Please do not dim the screen. So yeah, I can pop up our outline things.
Yeah.
And it'll be Chrome. So, you know, I just don't understand why the top bar has to take up like
okay,
a third of my screen.
See the share button? Okay, yeah. The little arrow below that. No, below that. Click that.
Oh, but that hit only the part I want. I want all this gone.
Fair. I think you can make.
I got one of them.
What?
I got rid of one of them. I don't use Chrome very much.
Full screen.
That's not obvious.
I think you can make it full screen, but I don't know how.
I can make it full screen, but
anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, it's fine.
There's probably an extension, but regardless, this is not.
Whatever. So it hit the part I actually wanted to use, which is unfortunate, but okay. So yeah. Oh, these were things I actually did. Nope. See, I actually need that, but not this.
You know what I think I might do because of how we have this laid out? Instead of like highlighting what I'm working on only and have it be maybe like way down there, I will copy and then paste the paragraph that I'm working on and highlight it at the top. Because then you're not wondering what the heck Colleen's doing.
I missed the words you said, but probably that's good.
You'll figure it out as I do it.
Okay, sounds awesome.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that's what I did before. Here we go. Well, this zoomed, not the other. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
I should really change that profile picture that you can see up in that little icon-y section-y there.
Hey, this one knows my account and Safari thinks that I'm the guild all the time. That's my default profile there now. Oh well. Okay.
Okay.
I just saw that message. Yeah, she's out of the other meeting. We should totally do that.
Okay.
I'll send it.
You? Okay. In that case,
Yeah,
while you're doing that, I would beg the indulgence of the court because I need a quick bio break. And I shall return.
Well, okay. All right.
Which, oh, you know what I can do? Hang on. I can do a thing with there. Ha! And yeah,
share that image with me, then I can put it up and it'll block all the people walking behind me while I'm on break. Don't do it right now. Go do your bio break. This is the least inefficient use of streaming time I think I've ever seen. And I have watched people play Pokemon Go on live stream. So
that is awesome. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, I'm gonna mute. That would be a good idea. I can do this. This is good.
I promise we're professionals at something. I'm kidding. I mean, not about that, but I'm just teasing Colleen. Okay, so I'm gonna clear my notifications, except the one that's for the thing that I actually really need to do this afternoon. Weekly review, got it. Oh, here's a fun thing. I just started on the OmniFocus beta, which installs 2 apps, which now means I'm getting double notifications. Okay, one of the notifications, oops, is a less than 2-minute action. So I'm gonna do that. Wow. I got distracted trying to figure out what was making a weird noise with my little bicycle. And I look up and the app still hasn't loaded because Discord. Naughty. Oh. Perfect timing, Kelly.
Oh no.
Welcome.
Oh no.
So we're doing our live stream of a weekly review that I had just texted you an invite to.
Yes, you did.
Would you like to clean out your OmniFocus? It was Colleen's idea. Well, it was my idea, and then she reminded me just now. It was my idea on Wednesday when you said you wanted to work on your OmniFocus.
I do. Yes.
So, and I just remembered to start the timer because I'd forgotten before that.
Awesome.
So, what are you going to do for your weekly review to clean out your OmniFocus?
Well,
What attention does it need?
A lot of it is cleaned out. It's it does just need sort of a little bit of tending. I mostly joined because I have to get the podcast posted now. Everything was super late today. So I am joining to enjoy the two of you as you lively review things, and then I will open up OmniFocus and get after it. I don't think it's gonna need a ton.
So you need like
stuff.
What, one work cycle to post the podcast?
How much is the work cycle?
Like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. Wait, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
I won't need all of that. In fact, I will take a whole work cycle because I will do the podcast, and then I will make sure that I have everything under control in the work inbox, and then I can
okay.
I can spend a little bit of time. So
sounds good. And
Ellie, check it out. Here's the stand that I bought because of you.
Yeah. How is it?
It's good. It's great.
Awesome.
I love it.
I'm glad to hear it. That makes me happy.
You guys are both responsible for all of the best tech things in my life, like practices, mentality, actual literal tech. Yeah.
I'm flattered and also have a sense of duh.
Accurate. That is accurate. Yes. Actually, I'm gonna go get my other keyboard.
The arrogant part of me wants to say, like, who would it come from if not me and Kelly?
Well, I appreciate the feedback on that, because I do an awful lot of like, here's the thing that would help, or here's an idea that you could implement that would make that easier for you, and then not find out anything about like the outcome of that conversation. So finding out like, yeah, you know what, Kelly, I went and bought that thing, and like I needed a thing to hold up my phone, and this thing holds up my phone.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. I find that helpful.
Cool. I'm all about it. And now I have here's the Bluetooth thing so that I can type on my phone, because I like to do reminders and stuff. So I'm all set up.
It's so good. Yeah.
Okay. Getting into it. You will not hear me muttering as much because I do that less. Not none, but less. And I also mute the audio from Zoom because I like to play music, and also I can't interface with words when words are happening, and Brittany does talk. So that is
yes. Well, that's because we said we were gonna talk. That's why.
But I may mutter, but it may be like crossing because I don't know what somebody else is saying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fair.
All right. Are we ready? Are we getting into it? Is it awesome?
I think so. It might be time. Is it time?
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're going. I'd already started clearing my notifications.
Wow.
I hadn't highlighted it. There we go.
We have like 10 seconds, I think, if the timer on the corner of Brittany's screen is any indicator.
I'm really glad somebody can read that, because
one.
Yeah, yep, we do.
0.
So we're starting.
All right.
Yay!
Yeah, we're doing it.
Here we go.
Hold on with that. Since I'm actually at my computer, I'm going to do email process. I keep putting this back and it keeps going. I'm not in love with Google Docs.
I don't know anyone who is. I know people who love the
Fair.
collaboration of it, but don't love
Right.
actually
Yes.
using it.
That's the feel. Okay, I'm gonna tackle one of my email inboxes.
That sounds awesome.
I was operating at like inbox 10 or less for a really long time, and it's been in very high numbers pretty much since a few weeks before I got married. I know Colleen doesn't have a camera window up. I'll find out sometime. Set a 2-minute action here. Set timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
That was fast. Dang. Oh gosh, Big Sur. I did finish at that time, about the second one, and it's a total non sequitur. Hi, Amy. I actually did kind of amazing. I can't answer that question right now. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm so close to 0 on this inbox. I might. Got another 2 minutes. Set the timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, counting down.
They're hard. If nothing else, I like that it brings me back to the real world every 2 minutes. Okay. So close. So close. Before the second one went off, third one went off. Whatever. It just feels so much better if I get the whole thing. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm at inbox 1 on that one account. Of course, I'm a crazy person who has lots of accounts. I did it already, okay? Jeez. Okay, I got down to 1. I feel pretty good about that. Did 2 tasks. That feels pretty good. All right, so I'm going to spend the next couple minutes a new document so that when I get to the next section, I will be in a better spot. So, is there a time to make a new calendar template? And if you haven't seen it, I make it. Of course, it'll go out of date. Is I've set up this shortcut to make like a paper calendar that I use on my iPad, and I really find a huge cognitive benefit from looking at 3 months at a time, as opposed to like, oh, it's the end of the month, so oh, this week is kind of repeated in this month, or like figuring it out like when it just the next 3 months just flows all in one view. There's something my brain can just get my head around way easier. I sincerely doubt that Colleen's still looking at scanning her calendars for days she's leaving the house when she's going to be like vaccine sick for 3 days. And I just wanted those spaced out. So I'm going to make a new calendar for the template so I can update. This is my sort of like, I'm sketching out what the future looks like. It doesn't go into my like day-to-day calendar, except for a few things. It's just sort of how I can like visualize time. I'm going to do that and highlight it, and then we'll go on a break. Oh, I only have 2 seconds. Whatever. This is a wrap task, right? Okay, the people fixing the air conditioning aren't like right here anymore. Okay. Really, you can include. If anybody's interested, I've imported to Notability. Nothing like that. No. I don't know why it said it was that there was an error. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna actually need to get up and not think about this and how I show off the file. It's a rabbit hole and not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm gonna send a message to everyone. So we're gonna do the wrap for reals this time. And part of the reason I want to do this, getting the calendar open first, is that's really what I'd prefer to do for my that stuff. So. But it is time to mosey for break. So since I'm the one who's going to be off for a minute, I'll do this and I'll mute so you don't have to hear the air conditioning people. All right, have a stretch, be right back. I wasn't off mute the whole time. So I might get back to work and empty my head. One of the things I got to watch out for is the temptation to not write something down just because you've already captured it somewhere else. Because one, sometimes I'm wrong. And two, it's important to know to give your brain the license to just say the things it's got to say. Otherwise, you can get all stuck up and twisted and not feel like, okay, I can actually do things. So I'm going to try to do this for a couple of minutes and see if I have anything, and I'll either keep going or I'll stop. I've been doing this one. Get my water bottle to work. Hmm. Okay, so I've had a lot of thoughts. Some of them are about the current project, and if I don't get into the current project document, they run a pretty serious risk of getting lost forever. Oh, I'll have finished this and then process it later, but sometimes you need to get it in now. Sometimes this is how the empty your mind goes. You just keep emptying. That moment when you realize searching would have been way faster to get where you're going. Okay. That was a 2-minute. Oh my gosh, I'm so past time. I missed the time when this timer made noise. Okay. So, wow, I spent that whole one really, yeah, back up to wrap. I spent that whole time really in a reverie, brain dumping. I didn't think I had a lot on my mind to get out, but turns out sometimes you do. Wow. I did act on one of the things. But I'm gonna take a stretch break now. All right, see you soon. How goes the journey? Oh, she can hear me.
I can hear you.
Hey.
I am. I'm about to see if I can spend 20 minutes in OmniFocus. Right now, I am trying to reply to people over at work.
Yeah, it's real hard to get caught up in the real job.
Yeah.
Or easy to get out of. Hard to get out of there. Easy to get caught up in it.
I had a Slack or a slide in a talk, which is not a Slack, a slide in a talk. That was I have this list of ideas of all of the great things that I want to be able to do. And then the next slide was, but something is always on fire. That's kind of how it feels.
Yeah, it kind of is. Kind of is. Sometimes people do it first thing in the morning before they look at their inbox so that they don't know what fires are there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So the be right back sign that we made constantly makes me have the song in my head. After these messages, we'll be right back. From Saturday morning cartoons in the 80s.
Saturday morning, yeah. I remember those.
Oh, thank you. I'd like this to be 180. Cool. All right. She might be actually processing her inbox. But I moved stuff down here. Partly because I was trying to line it up with hers. Maybe I need to pull back. I can see it. There we go. Now I can see both of the highlights. Your inbox, and I'm looking at my last 2 weeks calendar. Although I do not feel like my brain is fully recovered. I'm going to do some jumping jacks before I look at it because I still feel all rabbit hole-y. You know that feeling?
I do.
I'm afraid I'm going to go back in a rabbit hole if I don't get a little movement going.
Good call.
I'm going to jump up and down real quick. We have fire color here. I don't know if you can see it, but the color of the light, like the shadows, it's orange.
It's sort of gray and orangey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Okay, still breathable.
That's good.
After these messages. Oh, perfect. Right as it says, really do the, are you really doing the thing? Okay. All right, doing my calendar. Hey, Ozak. Oh, yeah. That it's an interesting tug between checking the fires you already know about versus checking for new fires.
Oh, yes.
You are only in one of my ears, and I don't know if one of my AirPods is not connected or if you're on like duo mono thing.
Am I on a weird speaker? Maybe. Let me look.
I don't know. I just thought I'd give you a heads up in case it affected other activities this week.
It should be fine. My
Okay.
Zoom microphone has not changed. So yeah. The microphone is correct. The speaker I changed to my laptop speakers, but that's fine.
No, okay. Okay, for reals. I do not like looking at my calendar from the last couple weeks. I feel like occasionally there are things on there that remind me of my failures.
I feel that.
Now, it shouldn't be true too much because I shouldn't be keeping too many things on here, but it happens anyway sometimes. Hey, Kelly, just from audio,
Yeah.
can you count all these? Can you count all of them? All the crows. Can you count all the crows?
Oh my God. Okay. This is creepy to me because yesterday there was some sort of crow conference in my backyard. Yesterday. It was terrifying because I got to 30 before I completely lost count. And that didn't
actually count the crows then.
I was standing out there counting crows, and there were a whole bunch on the front step, which was the bigger issue. Like you
had a whole murder.
I did. It was super creepy because I'm like, I went out to get like an Amazon package, and all of a sudden, like everything on it was like my whole front yard flew away, and I'm like, that's weird. And then I was in the kitchen, and I happened to look out into the backyard and saw a whole bunch of them just like chilling in the yard. And then I looked and noticed there were a bunch in the cherry tree, and there were a bunch more like hanging out on the other side of the roses. And I'm like, that's not alarming at all in any way. Oh God.
Yeah.
I took a picture and sent it. I was like, this is freaking me out. And, like, it's okay. And I'm like, he's like, okay. And I'm like, no, not okay. Not even a little okay. This is not cool.
We'll have to watch Birdemic together.
Well, and then this morning I was watching Schitt's Creek while I was eating breakfast, and it was where we get to the premiere for the Crow movie. And I'm like, no.
Aww.
This is not supposed to be a documentary. I'm freaking out a little.
I thought of you this morning when a spider crawled out of my shower.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That would be scary.
Okay. I officially got to look to 2 weeks back, and I didn't see anything else that I actually reminded me of a thing to act on. I'm very proud. I'm sort of worried that if it doesn't get on upstairs soon, I'm gonna end up falling asleep instead of recording this afternoon.
Oh, no.
It'll be all hot and sleepy in my room,
Yeah.
in the filming room. Tragic. Zuck said, how murderous are they? And crows are clever.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that they're very smart, and so I'm just kind of, I'm like, what are they
Plotting.
what are they up to?
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's a thing anymore. Okay. Oh, I gotta update the document. This coming week.
Oh, that's what I mean.
I don't know, my mute's been on for a while. For good reason. Oh my gosh, look at all the time that's passed. Sometimes there's just no way to really like feel great about a giant, very pressuring project. It's just like, I gotta kind of be okay and then plow through the rest. Well, there's any amount of organizing that's going to make me feel super on top of it, but like a minimal amount makes me feel good enough. And then at a certain point, I just have to check the things off the list. And that's the only way to like quench that little ball of fear.
That totally makes sense. Because I've had the same thing. Like, even if I don't get to stick to it, even if I can't stick to it, at least just having gone through the motions of planning and like aiming for something still feels better than, even if I don't get any of those things done, the fact that I plan for it.
Yeah. I mean, I have like
better than not.
I have the things grouped. There are things I need to do with makeup on and without makeup on. Mm-hmm. And that's important, right? Like to save my poor pores.
Yeah.
But and just the time it takes to put it on. But yeah, I feel like some of these I'm like, I'm not going to feel totally better until it's done. Where sometimes you get a good plan, you're like, okay, I feel good now. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, some of this I won't really feel like I see it until it's like there. So let's see what was on the rest of my list for things to theoretically do to review? Well, I'll tell you what OmniFocus projects I'm going to review, and that's my task for filming. That's very easy.
That's good.
Because again, like I can look at some of the things and some of them I can plan.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them I just, there's only so much I can see when I have a big project deadline, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you have 3 working memory slots, one is permanently taken up.
Yep.
So there's only so much I can give to like planning literally anything else in my life.
Makes sense.
Oh. So yeah, that's, and also like I have the editor through this week, so my brain is not interfacing with a lot past that.
That makes sense.
So yeah. If I were going to stay on past noon, I think the next thing I would do would be to take a look at some of my other big projects and make sure that those actions are all in there, like from sort of my scattered papers and stuff. It would be like the moving project and cleaning up the old place project, like touching base with those would be the ones I would do.
Yeah.
But I actually already know that the very next actions are up to date in those. So that's mostly what matters anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making sure that they're well documented so that when you can get to them, they're there is the part that is the most helpful, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm getting really brain locked. Like, yeah. And I noticed I was starting to like make repetitive notes. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's not time to call it because I feel like everything's organized. It's time to call it because I'm spinning in circles.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like spinning. I mean, I wrote useful things, but it's sort of like, oh, okay. My brain doesn't believe I'm going to take action on it. So
yeah.
I'm curious where Colleen ended up. Did you just end up doing fires?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And I have to call somebody in a minute. So, literally a minute. I have a call to help someone out with some Google stuff.
Okay.
So,
yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was nice to be here. And at least having done it, like I can, come back through and like it'll be more habitual. And I do have OmniFocus open, so it's over there waiting for me.
Hey,
when I do have time to devote. It isn't always. Sometimes it is. Yeah. So yeah. Sounds
cool.
Good. So I'll see you later.
Sounds good. See you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. I'm wondering if Colleen's gonna unmute to wrap. Ooh, hi. How's it coming?
Hello.
Hi, how's it coming?
It is good.
Your volume is very different from Kelly's.
There we go.
Your volume was very different from Kelly's.
Sorry.
That's okay. I had to turn you down.
I was just kind of buzzing along, and I technically did a bunch of stuff that is not recommended with things like I was having a whole conversation with my husband over Discord that I probably should have saved for later.
Yeah.
But it happens. He is going to investigate my use of a spreadsheet, the Google Spreadsheets app, to see if he can figure out how to make it not do the infuriating thing that has made me stop entering my work data for 2 weeks.
Yeah. That's annoying. Yeah, I basically anytime I hit something that was up against the big project that I'm in, I couldn't get out of it. Like,
oh wow.
So I get to, oh right, I'm looking at the next 2 weeks. cannot leave this 1 week because that's how long I have video editors. So it's like, oh crap, what are all the things I need to get to him before he's done?
Yeah.
And yeah, that whole thing. So yeah, that was like, okay, I need to like detailed prioritize these until I found myself like writing things down that I'd already written down. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm just done for now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just being totally honest, I've never done a review before we started streaming them while I had a big project going on, because I just would literally ignore the entire rest of the world, including my own like health and safety. Well, sleep anyway.
Brittany is a danger to herself and others.
Yes, mostly though myself.
Yeah. This is very true.
And so yeah, so it was interesting, right? Because like I could do it until I got into a thing that was too close to the project that was on my mind, and then it was like I was sucked into a vortex somewhere along the Kessel Run. Yeah. And then I was just like, okay, and it's not bad to touch base with that. It's good, but like I should just be aware that I will not update anything else once I get into that.
Yep.
And of course it is the biggest thing happening. And like, it's actually, and this is not my normal response, but I have been working on this with like every available moment that wasn't already scheduled for, what are we at? 4 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's bringing up a tired response. Like it now also the not sleeping enough is helping still more than I used to do while on a project but this is also longer.
And
like,
you are exhausted because you text me at least twice a week like, can I sleep yet? So
yeah, I know I have been exhausted. So anyway, that was sort of interesting, but I did do useful things. I didn't get too caught up in looking at the past 2 weeks. Like 2 things occurred to me and that was good. And I emptied one inbox.
Yay!
So, I mean, I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I emptied my inbox for my definition of it because I went to, okay, I entered that today. That hasn't percolated long enough.
Right. Yeah, totally. Yeah, like I could have gotten infinite caught up in notifications because as I started doing that, the editor texted, why is there this footage? And I was like, I can't address that until we're done with this stream. Like, I don't have the brain power for that.
Yeah.
So that's actually what I'm going to do very next.
Over here. Then over here.
Yep. There was just no way. So I was like, well, I'm done clearing the notifications that I can clear.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to forget to get back to them as soon as we're done. So yeah, I think it was interesting, and it was, I'm certain, useful to like actually look over the things and and make a dent into my inbox. Like that felt good too. Answering emails from before I got married.
I have emails from before I was married.
Yeah. Well, this time anyway. I don't even access that other email account anymore. So
it'd be a terrible idea.
From the first time I got married. So
yes.
Who wants to even know what spam's there? Okay. Cool. Did you feel like you got what you needed to from our review?
Yeah. Even if I'd just gotten the inbox cleared, it went from 60 to 8. And that would have been worth the price of admission, but I got a bunch of other things done too.
That's cool. Nice.
I think my system is a little bit gummed up, but I think that even though I did a review, it still feels like I'm not sure what's going on. It feels like, but I think that's twofold. One, I think I don't have the mental brain power to really identify next actions right now. And that's hard. And I also don't believe that it's important to identify next actions because I don't know when the time is when I'll actually do any of them, because it feels like all of my time is taken up by immediate stuff. But that's not a problem that GTD can solve. That's a boundaries and kind of probably therapy and or coaching approach.
Yeah.
Of which I have both scheduled. So it'll happen. And right now is not the time to address that because I think I can feel myself sinking into the vaccine tiredness even now. So that being said, we should end the stream so I can watch thy rough edit.
Yeah, we should. Thank you so much. And Ozak got some stuff done too, which was great.
Yay.
Yay. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Kelly, for joining us.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like this was really useful and I'm excited. And yeah, hopefully we'll see y'all next week too.